Dear students, today I am going to tell you chapter 7. The name of this story is The Open Window. The Open Window from the book It So Happened for class 8. In this story, the main character is Frampton Nuttall and Mrs. Appleton and her niece Vera. This story is written by Saki H.H. Munro. This is very interesting story, but it is full of mystery. Suspense is there. Full of suspense. Just let me tell you what is this suspense and how this story is interesting. Frampton Nuttall is suffering from bad nerves. Bad nerves, mental tension. He is suffering from mental tension. He retires, he goes to to the country for cure, for treatment, उपचार के लिए वो जाते हैं, but he has no acquaintance there. इनका कोई परिचय नहीं है. His sister, that is, wrote a letter about somebody of his acquaintance. Just that's why he will go there, and it would be easy for him to talk to people, to live with them. Thus, what happens when he goes there? Who? Frampton Nuttall. Just when Frampton Nuttall, that is suffering from bad nerves, he reaches there. जब वहाँ पहुँचते हैं, Mrs. Appleton, the lady, Mrs. Appleton is on the, that is upper story. She is very busy upstairs, ऊपर मंजिल पर बहुत व्यस्त है. Her niece Vera, young lady, a lady of 15 years old, she was there, and Vera starts to talk to Frampton Nuttall. What they talk? She is she sits by him, by the side of, उनके बगल में बैठ जाती है वो Vera, a young lady, sits by him, and she starts talking. She soon discovers that Frampton knows nothing about the Appleton family. Just when he talks, that is, he knows that Frampton knows nothing about Mrs. Appleton. Then what happens, you see? She tells him that Mrs. Appleton's husband, just she tells Vera who is talking, Frampton से जो बात कर रही है, just she tells about some misfortune, about some incident, that is about Mrs. Appleton's husband. So she told two brothers, Mrs. Appleton's two brothers, Mrs. Appleton के दो भाई and her husband, और इनके पति दोनों कहाँ गए थे? Went into the marshes. They went into the marshes, but they did not return. They did not come back. What happened of them when they were passing through the moor, when they were passing through दलदली भूमि से गुजर रहे थे, that is, they sank. वो डूब गए नीचे, कहीं डूब गए. Their bodies could not be recovered. Body नहीं मिली इनकी. वो कहाँ गए? Just it was a mystery. But Mrs. Appleton still hope. But still, even today, as we see hopes, Mrs. Appleton hopes that they will come. They will return through the window. जिससे वो गए थे, जिस खिड़की से वो जाते थे और आते थे, usually they went out and came in through the window. She hopes that they will come back again. वे पुनः लौटेंगे. That's why she keeps the window open. वो खिड़की को हमेशा खुला रखती है. That is, she hopes that they will come one day. Someday in future they will come. वे लौटेंगे इसी खिड़की से. That's why she keeps the window open. वो खुला रखती है. Vera tells Frampton that her aunt had told her. Just Vera tells Frampton that her aunt, Mrs. Appleton, how the three had gone. How three persons, that is her husband and her two brothers, how they went away. Gone that day, her husband was carrying a white raincoat. He was carrying white coat, सफेद कोट लिए हुए थे, and her youngest brother was also there with him. And how they went away, but they did not return, they did not come back. At the same time, Mrs. Appleton comes from upstairs, ऊपर से नीचे आती हैं. Mrs. Appleton comes and meets Frampton Nuttall. He was sitting there. Just she arrives. She begs pardon. क्षमा याचना करती है Mrs. Appleton. क्षमा मांगती है. Why? Because he is coming very late. बहुत देर से आ रही है. That is then she says that her husband, and just same story she is also telling here, that her husband one day, that is Mrs. Appleton tells Frampton Nuttall that one day my husband and my two brothers went away, had gone to shoot snakes, that is on hunt, that is शिकार करने गए थे. She hopes that they will come back again. Just she hopes that they will come back again, they will return again. That's why they always come in through that window and went out through that window. That's why the window is kept open. So she kept the window open. वो खिड़की को खुला रखती है, in the hope of that her husband and two brothers will come back someday. Frampton looks at the niece with understanding and sympathy. She looks at the niece, वीरा की ओर Frampton महोदय देखते हैं. Frampton tells her about the ailment. Frampton wants to tell Mrs. Appleton why he has come here. What is the cause? क्यों यहाँ आए हुए हैं? What is the purpose of his coming here? यहाँ आने का purpose क्या है? That is, it was his cure, it was his treatment. उनका उपचार है, उपचार के लिए आए हैं. Just he wants to tell her, and how is trying to cure it, and how Frampton wants to cure his, that is, ailment. How? He tries to acquaint Mrs. Appleton about his bad nerves. Just he wants to tell Mrs. Appleton. से कहना चाहते हैं, but she is not interested. She is not interested at all to hear him. उनको सुनना नहीं चाहती है. No interest is there. She looks at the window. वो खिड़की, all the time she was looking at window. खिड़की की ओर देख रही थी. And the lawn beyond it, all the time she was looking towards the lawn and window की ओर, lawn की ओर, हमेशा all the time she was looking at the window and lawn. That is, she had no interest at all, no interest. She was not interested to hear Mr. Frampton Nuttall की बात सुनने में कोई रुचि नहीं थी. Only केवल वो विंडो की ओर देख रही थी. Just suddenly Mrs. Appleton becomes cheerful. Mrs. Appleton बहुत खुश हो जाती हैं. Mrs. Appleton suddenly becomes cheerful, happy, खुश हो जाती हैं. Why? She says that they come there, they come, देखिए वे आते हैं. Just they are coming there. You see through the window. Veera looks towards the window. Veera also looks there towards the window. खिड़की की ओर वो भी देखती है. And she appears to be terrified. डर जाती है. When she looked towards the window, खिड़की की ओर जैसे उसने as she saw there, that is, she terrified. Frampton is also terrified. Frampton भी डर जाते हैं. To see that, यह देखकर Frampton भी डर जाते हैं. What is the cause of fear? What is the cause? कारण क्या था डरने का? When he turns around and looks in the same direction, उसी दिशा में, towards the window, खिड़की की ओर जैसे ही घूम कर देखते हैं. क्या देखते हैं? That is, in the fading light of the dusk, he sees three men and a spaniel. A spaniel, a dog, was there with them. A dog was there and three men are coming towards the window. खिड़की की ओर आ रहे हैं. खिड़की की ओर तीन व्यक्ति, एक dog, they are coming towards the window. खिड़की की ओर. The men are carrying guns under their arms. वे दोनों गन लिए हुए हैं, holding gun, carrying gun under their arm. One of them has a white coat over his shoulders, and one of them, that is white coat, there is white coat on his shoulder. उसके कंधे पर white coat है. Just poor Frampton is terrified to see this. At this sight, इस दृश्य को देखकर Frampton महोदय डर जाते हैं. To see the ghosts of these persons, three men and that is spaniel dog, तीनों का दृश्य देखकर डर जाते हैं. He grabs his stick. Just he took his stick and hat. Taking his stick and hat, छड़ी और hat दोनों उठाते हैं. And tries to run away from there blindly through the hall, and through the hall से होते हुए he that is tries to run away from there. वहाँ से भागने का प्रयास करते हैं. And he almost collides with a cyclist. से जाके हॉल में लड़ जाते हैं. Cyclist was there. Then what Appleton comes in just and he surprised why the man rushed out. That is, they were not able to understand why Frampton Nuttall ran away. क्यों भाग गए? Why he is rushing out of the house? What is the cause? Just Mrs. Appleton was not able to understand why he was running. He is surprised why he rushed out of the house so wildly, so wildly. Why he rushed out of the house? घर से बाहर कैसे निकल गए दौड़कर? What is the cause? Miss Appleton tells him that he was a strange man. Just Mrs. Appleton tells that he was a very strange man and who talked of nothing but his ailment. Only he was talking about his ailment, nothing else. Nothing else. Ailment के अलावा और कुछ नहीं बात कर रहे थे. Nothing उन्होंने बात किया. Left suddenly without saying goodbye, and without saying goodbye he left the house. घर छोड़ दिए बिना goodbye कहे. Vera, who was there, she was thinking, was thinking there. She was sitting there and thinking about it, and just Frampton was panicked at the sight of the spaniel. उस दृश्य को देखकर ये भी panicked, surprised, terrified, डर गए ये भी. And she says that he told her, Vera told Mrs. Appleton, से उन्होंने कहा एक घटना के बारे में, एक इंसिडेंट के बारे में. Once he was hounded by a pack of dogs. Some dogs were there and they were running after Mr. Nuttall. Nuttall के पीछे कुत्ते भाग रहे थे. They were barking. Dogs were barking at him. And bank of the Ganga. On the bank of the Ganga, नदी के किनारे, on the bank of the Ganga, some dogs were there. They were barking at Frampton. Frampton के ऊपर भौंक रहे थे कुत्ते. And he took shelter in a newly dug grave. एक कब्र खुदा गया था, उसी में शरण ले लेते, डर के मारे उसी में छुप जाते हैं. He hid himself. Mr. Frampton hid himself. Why? Because dogs were barking at him. कुत्ते भौंक रहे थे, उसी में छिप जाते हैं. And the whole night dog kept growling the whole night the dog kept on growling, kept on barking. रात भर गुर्राते रहे, भौंकते रहे कुत्ते और उसी में छिपे रहे. And since then he has been scared of dogs. That's why he is terrified. इसलिए डर जाते हैं कुत्तों को देखकर. In fact, this is a story she invents just on the spot, and inventing thrilling stories. Just thrilling sensations, thrilling is there, and some suspicion is also there. Just this is the end of this story, and just I hope you would have understood this story. Just I'm sending what is the solution of this story, and you will try to complete it. Thank you.